Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. The international break is almost over, so we're going to be predicting the scores of week 4 of the 2021-2022 Premier League season. But before we get on with this week's predictions, let's have a look back at how well we all got on in week 3, which seems so long ago now, doesn't it, Nathan? So top scorer in week 3 was Ojo52 with a magnificent score of 16.5 points, and he had 2 exact scores correct as well. 8 out of 10 results, no mean feat as well. Nathan, you had 2 exact scores correct last week, putting you on 13.5 points overall for that week. I had no perfects and came away with 9.4 points, 9.5 points for the week. So how does that affect the overall standing and leaderboard now? Well, top of the shop is Vercon, and Vercon currently on 41 points overall. Was it 2 points or 1.5 points clear from Aston, Webb at 0-16, so congratulations to the both of you. Nathan, you're currently in a 17th position. There we are, up 23 points on the previous week, and I am languishing all the way down in 49th position on 29.5 points, and that was a step down of 7 positions this week. But if you could just see where you are on the screen, there's Liam Grayson, top of or near top of the shop in the championship predictions, all the way down. See if you can see yourself, all the way down to 104th place as bonafide_plug. Hopefully you'll do better this week. But that's enough of week 3. Let's crack on, make some predictions for week 4.
So first up, we're starting with the midday on Saturday fixture between Palace and Spurs. An all-London affair at Selhurst Park. Now, Spurs, solid starts the season, 9 points, top of the shop. Nuno doing absolutely superb there. Palace have had an okay start to the season as well. A few draws there in teams that are there and around them, including a good one against West Ham last time. But Spurs have been absolutely superb so far. They're going to continue their good run of form, and I'm going to say 2-0. Yeah, if you look at Spurs' results though, Nathan, it's been 1-0, 1-0 and 1-0. Haven't conceded a goal, but they're not scoring many either. As you say, Palace last weekend, or the previous weekend rather, drawing with West Ham, which was a fabulous result, especially with West Ham going ahead in that match twice. So I think it's going to be another 1-0, and I'm going to go for an away win to the Lily Whites in this one. First of the 3 o'clock kickoffs next, we got Arsenal against Norwich. Is this a bottom of the table match? Yes.
It is, and is it a 6-pointer? Arsenal haven't scored this season and conceded 9 goals already. Only
team beside Wolves who haven't scored yet.
That's right. Norwich haven't done too much better themselves, only scoring 1 and conceding 10. A 6-pointer, you could say, for the Gunners. I think they're going to get something out of this one, and it's not going to be a draw. I think they're actually going to beat Norwich in this one, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win.
I disagree. This is the only place I think that Norwich will be able to get points this season. I mean, with the way that Arsenal have been playing, it's absolutely dire at the moment.
They've signed some new players though in the transfer window, so
they have, but that's going to be nowhere near enough for them. But yeah, I think Arsenal are going to go in big-headed and everything, not realising the job that they have at hand, and I think Norwich are going to sneak it 1-0 at the Emirates. Next up, we have Brentford versus Brighton. Tricky one, this one. Brentford, solid starts to the season, haven't lost yet. Brighton did lose last time around, however, against Everton 2-0. Tricky one. But I think Brentford are just going to grind out in the last few minutes. Probably a Canos and a Tony goal, so I'm going to go 2-1.
Yeah, Brentford doing okay so far this season, holding their own, not conceding too many, haven't lost yet. However, Brighton normally do well against teams that come up from the Championship. I was looking at the stats from last season, and yeah, they did ever so well. So I don't think they'll lose it, but I think they won't draw this one either. I'm going to go for a sneaky away win for Brighton, and I'm going for a 1-0 victory. Next up, we've got Leicester City coming up against Manchester City. Now, Man City absolutely destroying who was it last weekend? I think, or the week before. Arsenal 5-0, and they repeated that scoreline from the week before, which was against Norwich. So plenty of goals in that Man City side, especially after that first game week defeat against Spurs. Leicester having a good win themselves. I think it was against Norwich City, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the last game round. So I think Leicester will score. They've got plenty of pace up front to maybe hit Man City on their counter attack. So I can see them getting a goal in this one. But Man City should have too much going forward, and I'm going to go for a 3-1 away win to the Citizens.
Interesting. I'm actually going to go for a 2-0 here. I can actually see them keep a clean sheet against Leicester, to be honest. They're going to close up at the back. I don't think they're going to be as prolific as they would. Some people probably expect them to be, but they're going to keep a clean sheet anyway. 2-0. Next up, we've got Man United versus Newcastle. Now the question is, Cristiano Ronaldo, will he make his debut?
He probably will, yeah.
Probably will, and I reckon he's going to score a hat-trick 3-0
really? Wow.
Against the Steve Bruce team. Come on.
Yeah, interesting. It's all set up for a massive Manchester United victory. However, there's normally party poopers over the weekend, and could it be Newcastle this weekend? Ronaldo away on international duty with Portugal. Will he? He's a fit guy, so he should be all right in front of another home debut in front of the Red Devils fans there up at Old Trafford. He'll probably get on the score sheet, and I can see Man United winning this one 3-0. Next up, we've got Southampton coming up against West Ham. Another tricky one to predict. Southampton, the last two matches, been tough to break down and beat. They drew 2-2 away against Newcastle, and they ground up that draw at home against Manchester United, which they could have actually won. West Ham conceding a couple of times against Crystal Palace in the last fixture. Tough one. I think it's going to be a goal either way in this one, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win to the Hammers.
Yeah, personally I think there's definitely going to be goals in this one as well, but it's going to be about who's going to score more. West Ham, their defence has been shaky in little parts, but I think they've had the time to develop that now. But Southampton, they have the quality there, but I don't think they won't have enough to go over the line, so I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham.
Same as me.
Next up, we've had two sides that have had very patchy starts to the season. Watford on 3 points with 1 win in 3, and then Wolves, who have lost every game this season. But if you look at Wolves, they've only conceded 3 this season and losing them narrowly 1-0 each. But look at the start that they've had to this year.
Yeah, Leicester, Tottenham and Man United.
Absolutely, yeah. Bruno Lage is going to want to have a really good start to the... he's really going to turn this around, but... I don't know, I think Watford are going to be up for it. 1-1.
Yeah, exactly the same as you, Nathan. I've gone for 1-1 as well. Can't decide who's going to win this one. Watford at home. Wolves are going to find it tough to break down. They don't concede many. I think they will in this match. Yeah, 1-1. Next up, we've got the evening kick-off between Chelsea and Aston Villa. Chelsea look absolutely superb at the moment. They should have beaten Liverpool, we could say, at Anfield. Villa missing a couple of players with the shenanigans that went on in the Argentina-Brazil match. I think they're missing Buendia and Martinez, their goalkeepers. So a little bit under strength there, Villa. Chelsea, for the goals, defensively solid as anything. Lukaku, I think he scored a couple of goals for Belgium as well the other night. So a straightforward 2-0 victory to Chelsea in this one for me.
I'm going to go 2-1 in this one. I think Chelsea are going to definitely get goals, but Villa, I can just see him sneaking one through, probably an Ollie Watkins goal, to be honest, especially from the prolific crossing from Leon Bailey as well. So 2-1. Next up, moving on to the 4:30 on Sunday between Leeds and Liverpool. What a match this is going to be. But Liverpool, they're going to be way too strong for Leeds. It's not really second season syndrome, but they started off with really patchy defence at the moment. I think they conceded about 8 goals, which is one of the highest in the division at the moment. So I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
In the last 2 games, though, Leeds have
shown up, though.
Away against Burnley and at home against Everton. However, Liverpool, fantastic going forward. I'm still not convinced with their central midfield, though. They'll go to Leeds and win, though. I'm going for a 1-0 away victory to the Reds. And the last match of this game week takes place on Monday evening. I think it's the first Monday night on Sky Sports. So the season sees Everton coming up against Burnley. Rafa Benitez starting ever so well, you could say, with the Toffees, beating the likes of Brighton and Southampton, who are going to be at the other end of the table really this season, and a 2-2 away draw against Leeds, whereas Burnley find themselves where they really almost finished up at the end of last season, in 16th position, losing at home against Brighton and away against Liverpool, and getting that draw against Leeds. So tough one to call, but I think Everton probably have a little bit too much going forward. And Damari Gray has really started off his Everton career really well. I'm really impressed with him so far. So yeah, 2-1 to the Toffees.
Well, I think it's going to be much closer than that. Burnley are going to be up for it.
Closer than 2-1? How can you get closer than 2-1?
You can get closer than 2-1 by being 1-1.
Bitch, are you dumb? Pardon me? Are you dumb?
Yeah, I think they'll grind out a draw. It's just typical Burnley. Did it against Leeds. Very unlucky against Liverpool. And if you look at the way they played against Brighton, also unlucky. So I think they're going to get more points here, 1-1.
Interesting. So that concludes our predictions for week 4 of the 2021-2022 Premier League season. As usual, leave your predictions as a comment, or if you're playing along in the league, make sure you head over to Subaru.com. If you haven't registered already, look for the Bluebird Legend pool, and the code, as always, is HUBSBOXY. That's HUBSBOXY, and join in the fun. Climb the league table and see if you can overtake Vercol at the top of that table, and hopefully we'll get some more points as well this weekend, Nathan. But before we go, is there anything you'd like to add? Where are we going this weekend?
Right. So tomorrow night, this video will probably be out
after, who knows?
Probably after Wednesday night. But yeah, we're going to Wales versus Estonia at the Cardiff City Stadium, so there'll be a vlog on that. And then Sunday, another away day. They keep coming thick and fast. Let's hope we can keep going on them. Cardiff versus Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. That'll be out Monday night. Make sure you watch them, guys. Up on the channel, link in the description below.
Fantastic. So remember to leave your predictions over at Subaru.com in the Bluebird Legend League. Thanks for watching as always. Enjoy the football, and we'll see you all in the next video.